Okay, good morning. And I'm very happy to be here today in sunny Belgrade in Serbia. And I'm with, how do I pronounce your name better?
Igor Živkovski.
Yeah, Igor Živkovski from the law firm Živković Samardžić, which I can almost say correctly. So in the Balkans, we have a great number of different law firms. It's a very competitive environment, and even though the jurisdictions themselves are relatively small on the global scale of things, the number of legal practices is quite incredible. Many sole proprietors, many very small legal practices, but we do have some of the market leaders, such as this one. Perhaps just to begin with, Igor, could you kindly tell us a little bit of the background, some of the history about your firm, because I suspect some of our viewers in the other countries, they might not be aware of your practice.
Thank you, John James. So, Živković Samardžić Law Office is one of leading Serbian full-service law firms, counting 40 attorneys at law and trainees specialized in different areas of law, who together are forming 5 different departments: corporate and M&A, employment, real estate, litigation, and technology, media, and telecommunications. However, although we are, let's say, divided into these 5 departments, we are all working together, and jointly we provide our clients with full support. We provide our services to diverse range of our international and domestic clients. The reason why I believe clients should choose our law firm compared to others on the market is because we always strive to get to know our clients best, to understand their needs, their potential needs, and sometimes in order to have a broad picture and to fully understand their business, we even visit them at their premises, headquarters, factories, TV studios, etc. And all this combined gives us the opportunity to get them much better, and also creates, I would say, a strong professional bond, which always has a beneficial impact.
And I think that while compared to some of the other jurisdictions, 40 lawyers doesn't sound like a lot. You know, for Serbia, for Belgrade, this is one of the larger practices on the market. But at the same time, since 40 isn't a huge number, everybody knows each other, they can cooperate together, and you really do have the possibility to have this personalized approach to the clients, which
Absolutely.
I think is absolutely wonderful. Could you tell me, in terms of the legal advisory, naturally, if clients come to you and they have issues, whether they're Serbian or foreign, we can help them. But are there any kind of solutions or trending areas that you guys proactively pitch or make your clients aware of?
Yes, I believe that the main pitch that we can offer to our clients is the fact that we are one-stop shop solution for all their business needs. So we have got them covered from legal and HR support to accounting, bookkeeping, taxation, which we provide through our sister accounting company, ZS Tax and Consulting, which is even situated in the same building as our law office. So I believe that the advantages of these comprehensive and holistic approaches are a simplified process, enhanced efficiency, tailored solution, cost savings, but also peace of mind for our clients. So our aim is to provide our clients with a hassle-free experience and service which would keep them pretty much happy and relaxed when it comes to doing business in Serbia.
Wonderful. I think there are definitely a number of synergies here, that if a client approaches you guys, if they want to have a presence in Serbia, then it's not just the legal advisory. You can basically handle everything under one roof.
Under one roof, yes.
And then you're giving me a sense of deja vu, because for the last 3 years during the pandemic, I was in charge of business development at Deloitte Legal. And of course, Deloitte has all of the similar kind of professional services that you mentioned. So let me throw a question at you then. What would be the advantage of not going to the big four, you know, these big names like Deloitte or EY, KPMG, and rather for your group of companies?
Well, I believe that probably the biggest strength is the size of our team. So although, as I said, we have all our lawyers are specialized in different areas of law, we really know each other very, very good. We are also very good friends, working like one family under the same roof.
Yeah.
So a lot of very close relations. In addition to that, I believe that our wide client base, some who have been with us from the very beginning of the firm, and also cooperation within our RivetNet alliance are main strengths of our firm. And this is probably something that I would always underline when trying to elaborate the reasons why the clients or even huge international law firms should decide to work with our office. I just mentioned RivetNet Alliance. This is a closely integrated alliance of leading independent law firms covering all the 7 former Yugoslav markets. So we believe that this alliance trend is inevitable due to the relatively small size of the markets, as well as the fact that there is obviously absence of the larger New York and London international firms. So frankly speaking, huge international clients want to have just one single point of contact that can provide them with full support in all these jurisdictions. Also, we had very good relations with team members of all RivetNet members, even before the alliance was officially created 2 years ago. We were jointly very successfully on different projects. So all these together were the main force that led to creation of the alliance 2 years ago.
And I think also there is definitely power in the argument that bigger isn't always better. You know, and a nice thing is that I've been away, of course, these last 3 years, but I noticed quite a few familiar faces. And if the colleagues have been working together for years and years, and if you have these relations in the other jurisdictions for years, there is that personal trust and connection, which perhaps the client wouldn't get that benefit if you're approaching a firm where you have hundreds or literally thousands of professional employees, you know, trying to work together, but they don't even know each other.
That's true. I mean, you just mentioned those trainings and seminars that you get delivered to us, which were very, very useful for us. Probably one of the things that really makes me proud of being part of this practice are our younger colleagues who are extremely dedicated to their work and to our firm, and actually they on daily basis show great interest in our business. So for this reason we are regularly organizing seminars and trainings for them, not only to improve already acquired knowledge, but also to get some new ones, to be absolutely up to date with all legal novelties and changes even on the market, so we can provide our clients with the best possible advice and solutions.
And I think, just again, based on my experience, they do have a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, they have some passion. And I think that when we're looking at some of the more innovative emerging areas in Serbia and the Balkans, then I think some of these guys are going to be thought leaders. You know, you can see the trajectory of where they're going to go with these emerging industries. That's one thing I definitely noticed. So, of course, my area, my main focus when I'm working with the law firms is about business development, you know, sales, proactive kind of commercial approach. Perhaps you could tell us, this isn't such a positive question maybe, but okay, let's look at it from both perspectives. What would you say were some of the successes, some of the good things that you've managed to do in business development as a practice, and what would be some of the pitfalls? What would be some of the kind of mistakes or the things which we can learn from, to put it in a positive light?
Well, in my opinion, one of the common pitfalls is spamming your existing and prospective clients with newsletters.
Yeah.
I mean, indeed, you should keep your target audience updated with all legal novelties that can be relevant for their business. However, putting out frequent newsletters with unnecessary information can really make them feel oversaturated.
Yeah.
As for the easy wins, I would single out that regular communication with your client about the current status of their matter has always a positive impact in your relation. I mean, keeping your client updated shows high level of your dedication and professionalism without spending much time. And clients really do appreciate it a lot. However, in order for you to be able to make proper evaluation, you need to have a business development team.
Yeah, that's true.
Which we do. Our team consists of 4 people, including myself, and
that's quite a large team actually. That's quite notable.
It is, because we are actually very, very dedicated to business development, and following your valuable advice from trainings which you have delivered to us, we hold regular monthly meetings which are followed by minutes that are taken and shared.
The business development meetings, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. Because again, it might come as a surprise, but most law firms don't do these business development meetings. So it's not so easy in terms of internal cooperation and communication to know what's actually happening. So that's wonderful. It brings some benefits, doesn't it?
It does, definitely, because at those meetings we update each other on the current status of our BD activities. Where are we in our BD plans? Also, we discuss our relations within departments, who can cross-sell to whom, if departments can update their services. And of course, we also brainstorm on how we can further help our clients. And very important is that we really admit what went wrong. How we can avoid these mistakes in the future.
And you're making me smile, because this is exactly the kind of things which I'm telling to the different managing partners and partners of law firms. It's like, yes, you should have a business development meeting, let's say each month. You should have personal business development plans. You should be looking at cross-selling. There's a lot of opportunity for cross-selling, and very few law firms are doing well at it. And this last point which Igor has mentioned, in the business development meeting, this is what I call it, it's called confessional. It's a great opportunity. When you do your business development meeting, whatever you want to do, don't just talk about current legal work. You need to focus on existing proactive business development. And then not just boasting, I'm wonderful, success, but to talk honestly and candidly about when things went wrong, because you're going to get a lot of failure, and we can learn from that. So I think that's a sign of a very healthy corporate culture that you guys can do that. That's delightful.
We carefully listen to your classes.
Yeah, and this is good, because this was like 3 or 4 years ago, pre-pandemic. So that makes me feel very, very, very pleased. Maybe could I ask, just going a little bit off track here, what are some of the plans for the future? What would you guys like to be doing? In the of course, it's difficult to say, it's very turbulent times, but this year in 2024, moving ahead.
Well, we are very proud to say that this July our law office is turning 25.
Wow, that's very established in the Balkans. 25.
It is, and for that occasion we are planning to organize anniversary party for our clients,
wonderful,
colleagues, business partners. So this anniversary party will take place in the first week of October, and being a quarter of a century years old makes us one of Serbia's commercial law firm with the longest tradition.
Absolutely.
Also, we are currently planning to establish in the near future to form ESG practice.
That's interesting.
Well, with, let's say, growing alertness and demand for this climate action amongst consumers, I believe that businesses of all sizes will need to be fully in compliance with ESG policies. And for that reason, we plan to start working on developing this new practice, just in order to be able to provide this sort of services to our clients, which would probably makes us one of the pioneers in this industry, but also leaders that can provide this service as a law firm.
And definitely it's coming. When I was working at Deloitte, one of the partners Thomas Babacik in the Czech Republic. He was covering the environmental law and sustainability and ESG, and it's huge potential. And we can see this kind of wave coming from the US, from the UK to Europe. And then I of course, sooner or later, you know, I'm optimistic Serbia will join the European Union. There's going to be all of these different regulations. It's not going to be a nice to have, it's going to be compulsory. So ESG, that's a huge opportunity, very interesting area.
It is, especially as for the market and for the firm such as ours, because our focus is also on huge international clients. In our portfolio, we also have so many international clients with established presence in Serbia, and we really want to serve them in this area as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's very, very exciting. It's very interesting. I remember we were looking at some different value propositions again when I was at Deloitte last year, and there were like 15 or 16 very different areas that you can develop. So, and it's across all of the industries. We must talk about this more. That's very interesting. Okay, just to be careful regarding the timing. Let's kind of, maybe we're coming close to wrap up here. But let me ask just one last final question for you then, please, Igor. For our audience, the listening lawyers and partners around the world, are there any ways or ideas that you might have regarding cooperation with your practice?
Well, beyond simply sending Serbian mandates.
That would be nice, yes.
Of course. I would say probably the desired way of cooperation.
Let's be honest, that's okay.
I believe that listening lawyers and partners can cooperate with our practice through constant exchange of knowledge and experience. I mean, the exchange of knowledge always allows us to hear new ideas, proposals, possible solutions, approaches in solving problems. And everybody in communication can facilitate and even get something positive from exchange of ideas. So although we work in different jurisdiction, problems of our clients are more or less the same in many ways. And having an insight into different way of thinking and problem-solving method can even provide a completely different perspective and possibly appropriate legal solution that can be applied in the present situation.
And I'm just thinking, you know, in terms of the ESG, some of our colleagues will be ESG lawyers and partners. You will have some different ideas. Joint product creation, sharing the value propositions. It's entirely possible that you have some clients who are present in the Balkans, especially Serbia, and they would be interested for your solutions here. And then, of course, it's possible to return the favor. That Serbia is usually the kind of gateway to the Balkans. So I'm sure that Igor and the team, they do have some clients with whom they would be helping, let's say in ESG, and these guys will have presence in the other jurisdictions. So again, I think that kind of knowledge sharing, joint product creation, perhaps joint events, webinars, this is something that we could consider. So again, if you're very passionate about the area or the geography, then I'm sure Igor and the colleagues will be happy to hear from you, and you can take this further yourselves.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think at that point, let's wrap up for today. I'll share my contacts. I'll share your contacts if you don't mind.
Of course.
And again, guys, don't be afraid to approach Igor and the colleagues. They're very friendly. They answer their emails, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.